It's important to include robust character customization because then I can play the fantasy that I want to play.
Well, you're gonna be covered up with armor anyways. What does it matter if what tattoos you have if you're gonna be covered up in armor? Are they gonna have bikini armor? So the important thing about when you're looking at gameplay, especially for an ARPG, is knowing what level you're looking at. The top one was the one. Oh, official gameplay showcase. There we go. Okay, perfect. Because even in Diablo 2, what you see at the very start is very different from what you do at the very end. And Path of Exile, like, my build doesn't exist until level 60 something. And then also, like, what the uniques provide. So any kind of showcase is going to be just really bare bones, honestly.
Diablo 4 is the next generation of action RPG, melding monster slaying and loot collecting with a fully realized open.
I thought Diablo Immortal was the next Diablo Immortal isn't the next generation? Okay, all right.
Whoa.
Diablo 4.
It's not for the
Diablo
faint of heart.
Immortal is
It's
dog shit.
It is an
Literal dog shit.
It is a great playing game with the worst microtransactions.
The most egregious microtransactions that I have ever seen.
Yup. If you're not paying and playing the game, I don't know why you're even bothering. I haven't even tried it. Have you tried it yet?
No.
No?
I don't want to. I don't want to.
Okay.
I don't want to.
Understandable.
The thing is, if I like that game, which I don't like that game because I don't like that slow gameplay that you see on Twin Stream, because fighting literal 10 mobs and there's nothing really going on.
Yep.
In those paid rifts. If I could maybe live out a power fantasy in that game, where I can speed around and kill 100 mobs per strike, maybe. But even then, it's too much money.
Yeah, speaking of power fantasy, I would say the power fantasy of Immortal, from what we've seen so far, is mostly in just raw damage. Your power fantasy is going to be the fact that you can tank a boss and not care about the mechanics, and you can one-shot everything else, even though it's just like 10 mobs on the screen. Okay, let's check out this gameplay. I haven't looked at it yet.
It's creepy.
Good. Now see, this is what Diablo should be. It's unsettling, it's disturbing. The corpses are noticeable, and you wonder who the fuck did that to them.
Diablo 4 is all about player choice.
It takes all of the pillars of a Diablo game and just expands them with all of the new features that people really love and appreciate. And
Okay, so this brings a great question to mind. And Crooks, go ahead and weigh in on this. What are the core pillars of a Diablo game, in your opinion?
I only played Diablo 3.
Okay.
And I played it at launch a bit, but I was very young. So
Okay.
I didn't understand really much. I was very dumb as a kid.
We all are.
As a kid.
Yep. As a kid, we all are pretty damn stupid. Okay.
I don't think I have seen many D2 gameplay, and I wouldn't play that in today's time. And 3, I have played some seasons, but it's like you get all the gear, and then you play one of 4 builds per class.
Yep. Whichever
Usually-
one has a set, and if it doesn't have a strong set, you just don't play it.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's the problem that Diablo has.
Exactly.
That there's redefined builds from the creators itself. Every slot in your item is a slot that's a must-have. There's not really something that you can swap. Sometimes you can swap some things for speed, and I have played a Whirlwind Barb to GR 110 at the time, some like 4 seasons ago.
So you've gotten
And
pretty good gear, and you've gotten a pretty good experience of like
yeah,
what
I've
Diablo
got
3 is. I think we all share in the same opinion that Diablo 3 is very arcadey, especially in the current version of it, and the set pieces basically force you into certain play styles.
Yeah, that multiplier, the damage multiplier is just too high.
Yep, that's exactly what Shade said. Now, for me, I started playing with Diablo 2, which has a very, very different pacing. And its gearing is much more akin to how Diablo 3 was at the very start. Shade started in D1, so he knows exactly what he probably will agree with me on the next thing I say, which is that the core pillar of Diablo from its origin is roguelite or roguelike. Actually, it's roguelike. The very first Diablo was a rogue clone. Diablo 2, you can still feel that at the very start of it when you're picking up gear that has a chance of proccing Spark, for example, on hit, on attack. Diablo 3, I feel like, especially with Loot 2.0, threw all of that out of the window in favor of arcade gameplay and saying that you only care about specific powerful items rather than scraping together what you can to survive your current acts. Also, Diablo 2 was very slow. Very, very slow early on when you're fighting bosses. And what I mean slow, it doesn't mean movement speed. I mean the bosses will take a while. So yeah, my core pillar of Diablo is a roguelike game where items matter, and they matter because they have really cool effects. And the base of the item is really low, but a very well rolled.
From the year I've been born.
2016. Wait, no. You're not 5 years old.
2019 copyright 1995.
Oh, copyright.
1994.
Yeah. Diablo 4 has changed a lot. It seems like you may be able to place your own stat points, and it is essentially a mini MMO. See that? Actually, that was the pitch of Diablo 3, of the original Diablo team. Okay, so we've said what our thoughts about ARPGs and specifically Diablo core pillars are. We are 40 seconds into the video. Let's keep going through this.
Whoever you see yourself being, you can create in Diablo 4.
They're very much banking on nostalgia, especially with that character select.
It's important to include robust character customization because then I can play the fantasy that I want to play.
Well, you're gonna be covered up with armor anyways. What does it matter what tattoos you have if you're gonna be covered up in armor? Are they gonna have bikini armor?
Of course. No. They won't have bikini armor because Blizzard has their lawsuit.
Oh, yeah.
It allows you to switch around your playstyle as well.
Everything
Okay,
feels very powerful
dramatic.
and fun.
I
One
like
of
the
the really cool
design of
things-
the witch doctor, or what that I like.
Okay. I don't think... Wait, was that the one that had the ice tomb?
I think so.
Okay.
About having an open world is your journey that you take throughout Diablo 4 is your own. There's no linear path that you have to follow.
We've got almost 150
Okay.
dungeons in the game.
There's all kinds
Okay.
of surprises as you're exploring.
Now, see, that's not a bad thing. I like that idea. I like that idea, especially because of how cool it is to discover stuff. I'm not sure how well it will work in an ARPG, considering the type of players that we are, where we look for efficiency towards end game. So 95% of that is never going to be seen. There's character customization in Immortal that you never see. Yep.
Strongholds are an enemy territory that you need to reclaim.
But I think sometimes with Immortal, they have done that customization screen, and then you don't see it in the final game.
Yep.
So they have just the base face.
Yep.
And maybe some skin tones.
Yep. That's exactly what we're seeing in this one. It's like, oh yeah, you can customize your character. Where's my character? All I see is armor and weapons.
As a hostile area, but after you've cleared it out,
The evil in this place has been cleansed.
it now becomes a friendly town.
Sometimes it's a new town, sometimes it's a new dungeon.
Okay.
There's a whole bunch of rewards that you get. And you have a real impact on the world as a result.
No, you can't leave us.
I mean, yeah. Question on this though is, it feels very MMO-y. So, does that mean that those villages have the potential to be like lost from people?
I don't think that's an MMO. I think that might be a spiritual successor to Guild Wars 1, because I think that's... I don't think it's it's a persistent world. I think it's instances.
Okay.
I think that's what's happening here. I could be wrong.
I don't know, they said open world and there are world bosses apparently, so
Yeah,
it's hard to say.
and I've seen on Quinn's stream that you can only get 8 people on the map.
Yeah.
Someone has said.
They might come back any moment.
Local events are really cool
Okay,
little
then.
segments that
Which is, by the way, the number of players in a Guild Wars 1 instance.
And Diablo 2 as well. Yeah.
happened within the open world.
You'll just be running through the
played
world,
Guild
and the
Wars
local
1 a
event will
lot.
pop up, and you can choose to participate
I
in
can
it,
tell that. It was a good game.
or get a group
A
together.
lot
and
of-
play all of these like
that game.
giant world bosses.
A lot of build customization in it. Or at least build diversity. I don't know how customized you could get with it, but very interesting ideas.
I played PvP in that game. That was so fun.
Yeah, I mean, it was built for it. Playing their
It
own
was so-
single player game together.
It was so fucking fast paced.
Yep.
When I had reactions.
These are events that take a lot of people, and
Man, I'm really glad that we have character customization for these really clear shots of our character from so very close to them. Yeah. Okay, so fighting a big boss, giant pillar thing. I mean, it looks decent. Looks like
You
it's
really
got
have to
some
work
good
together.
mechanics.
Being able to see all the players on your screen, collaborating, trying to take this big monster
This
down.
trust is.
Yes, seeing all of the players on your screen is a normal multiplayer game. Thank you, announcer.
It's epic.
It's a normal multiplayer
it's
game.
so easy to create a
Treasure
community.
goblin.
It makes Diablo more of a social experience.
Treasure
We've
goblin.
got fully enabled
Treasure
crossplay.
goblins.
If you
Oh
have an
gosh.
Xbox
That's a big
and you're-
treasure goblin.
Oh,
what they
because it
do.
runs through the portal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
treasure goblin. The new-
I mean, anything can be a social experience. I don't know. I don't know why they're like. It's a multiplayer game. Of course, it's going to be social. You know how social Diablo 2 was? Bail Run 4-3. Bail Run 4-4. Bail Run 4-5. Rush to hell, please. Yeah. Skip the customization, just get into the
Buddy has a
game.
PC, you're going to be able to group up.
Exactly.
Or you could play couch co-op. 2 people on a couch can sit there and have a great experience.
Whoa, couch co-op. Okay, couch co-op is interesting.
We've created specific zones where players can engage.
I do like
No,
that.
It's not.
No, being married, not having to buy the same
Oh.
game twice, same expansions twice, I do very much like that.
Oh,
Also,
You know that couch co-op is limited to consoles. Do you want to play Diablo on console?
okay, so couch co-op is good.
Go there, you can start.
I don't have a
swinging,
console,
but
so
you're also opening
I guess never
yourself
mind.
up to being swung at.
If you're like
Open
really,
PvP.
really good, the game actually marks you as like a champion on the map.
I don't care about PvP.
Yeah, I don't. It's
You basically become a loot.
Nobody.
and everyone
Why
wants to
should
chase
people care about this PvP when nobody cares about PvE PvP?
I know, right? Like, PvP is a core part of Diablo.
And look
But
at
it's-
this. This is a clusterfuck.
It's
PvP. As soon as 5 characters are on the street, it's a complete clusterfuck.
Yep, it's a 2% part of the core community is what it is. It's and a lot of it is like level 10 PvP is where it's actually cool, right? You need to lurk. All right, take care, Smurf. PvP is never balanced, indeed. Because PvP is never balanced because there's too many item combinations possible. There's no way to account for every counter to every build. It's not meant to be taken seriously unless you limit it to a certain level or certain gear types or stuff like that. Lost Ark does PvP very well because they remove your gear and give you base template and say, go use your skill.
Which WoW did also in Legion. And everybody hated that.
Because it was skill. People who play MMOs don't want a fair and balanced fight. That's why they do open world PvP, so they can gank a person, get them by
so
surprise, and have 20 level advantage.
You're so right, and the same cloud will love this PvP.
Yep. And they're gonna be like, no, just get good, just get good. What do you mean I got 20 up? Just get good, man. Just get 20 levels and then come fight me.
You know what's the only saving grace of this is? You have to opt into PvP.
Yep.
You're not automatically entered.
Which
It's the only saving grace.
in a game like this, it's required.
Quinn, I hate to get Quinn always in the mix, and Quinn was really disappointed when he found it out. He was ecstatic at the idea to just gank somebody and fuck him up.
Of course.
They don't want to fight real fights.
No, they don't. They don't want to get into an arena, face off, square off with the other opponent. They want to go out.
If they go into it, and if they go into arena, they go with the BlizzCon champion as partner.
Yeah. Yeah. But I do know people who are hardcore PvPers who they legitimately want to have a fight, whether it's fair or not, in their advantage or not. Like, after the fight goes, it's a friendly, oh yeah, good job, man, good job, good fight. Because they're from Lineage 2. I think that's what the games that they played. Lineage 2.
I haven't ever played this game.
I've played it a little bit. It's super old school tab target stuff. People who want this kind of PvP, they don't want it to be fair. So, not much to say about that.
Ruby Sanctum.
Ruby Sanctum. Okay.
The last story mission is really the beginning of a whole different part of the journey.
So let's see about end game. Let's see what the end game is on here.
Is rich with
Because so far, you spend your time just going through dungeons, freeing towns, freeing areas to get to more dungeons. So what's the end game?
That allow you to get more and more powerful.
They talk about it.
Whether
I don't
it's new items or
understand
new
that
dungeons or new
completely.
Paragon boards. Every single time you come
Because
back to
they
play Diablo
don't
4,
talk
there's
about
going to
it
be new
enough.
stuff for you to experience.
And it's something that we're going to support for years to come.
So they have, wait, their Paragon system is for what? It's an
With
actual
things to
skill
do to
tree.
allow you to get
Paragon boards. Every single time you come back,
It's
Yeah,
Paragon. What's a Paragon board? What is
I
that?
don't know. I don't know. It's their system of a new Paragon system.
No, wait. There's always something to come back for. You're always gonna have something new. There's always gonna be new. Is it gonna be an infinite treadmill? Is that their design? That's why Diablo 3 is so boring, is because it's an infinite treadmill.
No, the point why Diablo 3 is so boring is not because it's an infinite treadmill. It's not. The only thing that's an infinite treadmill is Paragon levels in that game, and you don't need them at the moment. You can go into the highest GR with the best build and finish them even with Paragon level 500.
Yes, but what are the GRs? They're an infinite scaling dungeon.
No, they are not. They are not.
They're not?
They are not. They're not. They're capped.
Oh.
125 or something.
I thought that
Because-
they kept going.
No! There's a cap. That's the fucking point why Diablo is so boring. 150, okay. 150, it's 150.
Okay, thanks, Shade. Because I thought they just kept going, and then that's just it. Your whole point was to try and reach the highest one, and there's no end game boss. It's just recycling bosses throughout each greater rift.
Oh, that was true like seasons ago in Diablo 3. Now they are just so powerful. Yeah.
Holy
Reset gets you to 115, he said, Shade.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Okay, that's nuts.
You get to 115 and then you grind like 1 day or 2 days if you have to reset, and you're at 150.
Jeez. That's okay. Yeah, that's very boring.
It's really fast. That's why if you're playing this, you're only playing it for 2 days or 3 days.
Yeah, and then
you
there's no point getting gear for other like you can get gear for other classes, but it's always gonna be the same set pieces, and so there's no point there's no point having a leveling character, starter character, and then having your super crazy expensive other character to level up afterwards. And it feels like this is so
The biggest problem with Diablo has no chase items. No, none. Nothing that gets nothing. No, there's no item that gives you more power than you have in your set.
there's no perfect rolled rare item anymore. Once they redid the loot system, that doesn't exist anymore. Now it's a perfect rolled set item that you can't trade.
No. It's a perfect rolled ancient relic version of that set item with the right stats, which is a gamble. I think it's a 1 in 2 and 5 or 2 and 6. You get the right stats.
2 out of 6, you get the right. That's not bad.
Nah, you have to get 2 stats out of 6 stats. Right. It's like 1 in 12.
That's not bad.
And you get 1 Primal Ancient for free with your PR70, I think.
So it's
if I'm not
fastest to just level up a character to 70, get the Primal Ancient, and that's it.
No.
Depends on the item, Shade says. Yeah.
That would be nice. You get it once per league.
Oh, once per league. Oh, okay. All right.
Not once per character, once per league.
Compass Ross is a pain in the ass.
Oh, some items have more stats than others in Diablo. Some items have like 10 stats.
Mm-hmm.
Some items have only 6.
There's like a minute left in the video. Let's see if we can make it through.
Shut up.
No, it's fine, it's fine.
I have to get something to drink anyway. I'm
Okay,
back in
okay,
a minute.
To play Diablo 4, there's going to be new stuff for you to experience.
And it's something that we're going to support for years to come.
Yeah, as long as people keep coming and buying and playing the game. Diablo 3 was something that they have supported for years, but they've supported it for years as a skeleton crew.
I'm really excited for folks to get their hands on Diablo 4.
Just to see millions of people really enjoying the different options.
Oh, that's PvP. Hang on. That's... Guys, we got PvP here. Hang on. Ready?
Hands on
Here it
Diablo
is.
4.
Just
Okay, so you got a dodge roll.
to see millions of people really
Mage is just walking
enjoying
away,
the
getting
different options.
bopped by the druid.
Local
Massive
events,
rain of
couch
arrow
co-op,
things.
endgame.
Okay,
PvP, it almost
Some classic monsters here.
doesn't end.
And we are so close.
Druid shape-shifting. Honestly, I'm not impressed. And here's why. Here's your end game.
Is rich with
5 monsters. Remember Act 5, Throne of Destruction? Do you remember the monster density in that thing? So many freaking Tor dual wielding their maces. You can't even walk past them. And then end game here is 5 mobs.
more and more powerful.
Whether it's new items or new
Look at this.
dungeons.
This is
or
in-game.
New Paragon boards.
Paragon, what is this? What is this? What is this supposed to mean? Now, if they're announcing it, if they're showing this off, that means that it's probably set in stone that this is gonna be a system. But they're not showing, like, what is this? Is this part of leveling? Is this in-game leveling? It has been shown already? Okay.
Every single time you come back to play Diablo 4, there's going to be new stuff for you to
Wow, so many monsters.
experience.
Cool.
And it's something that we're going to support for years to come.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Let's look at gear. This is the important stuff. Oh my god, you are? Plumsdy 81? Damn, listening to Lord and everyone else, I've been feeling old for streamers. Like, I'm the oldest streamer that they know. Oh my god, this is their gear? No, don't taunt me like that. Jebaited! Fucking jebaited. I thought...
$80 t-shirt right there.
Oh man. Okay, where the fuck is this Paragon thing? What we're seeing so far is a really fascinating take on this kind of system, adding a kind of flexible semi-itemization that should provide a mixture of simple and more advanced benefits to your character as you unlock and progress across different Paragon boards. Paragon board, you spend Paragon points on a flat section of bonuses. You can add points to any bonus at any time, each point adding a slight power increase. But in Diablo 4, these Paragon bonuses are arranged in a square grid of tiles, and you can only spend points on tiles that are connected to tiles you've already unlocked, like a skill web. This means you'll strategically pick and choose your bonuses based on how you like to play, targeting buffs and abilities that will give you the most benefit. Makes sense? Okay.
You know what that you know what that boils down to? Damage, life, boom.
Yeah, basically.
And if they're getting feisty, the best damage boards have double damage or triple damage.
Yep. Shade says it's an overcomplicated system that makes you ask, but why? And that's what I'm feeling like it is. And
You
the
know,
reason why...
It's the system where you get all your cooldown recovery.
Yeah, the reason why is... Okay, it's not in this video. It's in this video. Where does she say it? Right here?
Something that we're going to support for years to come.
Uh-huh. Gonna support it for years to come. There's always gonna be something new. There's always gonna be a new Paragon board. There's always gonna be something to come back for. That's why they have this board. It's so that it doesn't look like it's just a flat increase of % gold. For every 10 dexterity purchased within range, you deal increased damage to vulnerable target. Grants bonus to all nodes within range. For every willpower purchased within range, you deal increased overpower damage. Grants 4 strength for each willpower purchased within range. It's just damage. It's not gameplay. It's literally just... It doesn't matter how you place your points, is what it's going to be. Because it's all going to be damage in one way or another. There's going to be some min-maxing, because there's going to be some multipliers. And you don't want to, like, just dump them all into one stat. But this literally just looks like a dumbed down version of what we have right over here. It's like they said, hey, look, where is it? No, I don't have like my jewel in here. It's like, hey, look, these jewels with random radiuses, they're really neat. Yeah. This is cool. Look, it has radius. You wanna put points within the radius. That's cool, guys. Guys, you liked that in that game. We're gonna put that in ours. And then they said, oh wait, hang on. There's gonna be too much of this, so we can't really balance it very well. So there's not gonna be anything overpowered. So it's just damage. It's just basic damage. I'm honestly wondering, with the size of it. Rotating boards idea came from Wilson. Yep. I haven't even seen that. Built for customization and expandability. In a way, this is a fancy graphic interface for the D3 Paragon system, with the addition of progression paths, but the real magic of the system comes with the legendary tiles located in the center of later Paragon boards. These provide a significant game-changing buff that's similar to the bonuses you find on legendary gear in Diablo 3. Powerful legendary gear still exists in Diablo 4, but now similar bonuses are baked into the core progression system. Because you have the choice of which boards to unlock and which legendary tiles you'll progress towards, as well as different buffs provided. The system will let you cater your build to your playstyle regardless of the gear you have. There's a lot of potential flexibility to the system, and I'm very interested in seeing how it plays out. It was from blizzardwatch.com. If you want to read it yourself, go ahead. My opinion is...
Legendary tile. You first.
It's an interesting concept. It's a very... Sorry, go ahead.
I like the legendary tiles.
Yeah, the legendary tiles is a good idea.
If they are not only basically a legendary slot, unlocked, if they are basically game changing.
Mm-hmm. Like if picking up Avatar of Fire, for example.
Yeah.
In Path of Exile. Or Mind Over Matter.
It literally, if they are dead, then I can see depth.
Yep, I agree.
In building a character.
I agree.
Because I can choose which legendary tile I want to unlock.
Yep, for me, I'm setting the bar pretty low, knowing how Diablo 3 was, knowing how much turmoil this game has been through. I'm not thinking that they're gonna F it up, at least I give them that much credit. I'm thinking that it's gonna be a very basic kind of thing of it's just power. You use Fan of Knives 10% every time you hit an enemy kind of thing. It's like it's just another source of damage.
And if legendary ties are that, then I think that's a fail system.
I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. Now, if it is Path of Exile style stuff, I think it is a very powerful system. In my head, it sounds like you might be able to like take out this entire thing or take another one of these things and put it over here so you can kind of build it out like a puzzle. Kind of like we did with that the League with all the fractured mods. That would be very interesting. Synthesis, thank you. I hardly played it because everything was shooting off screen and I absolutely despise that. But anyways, I think it's a great possibility. My confidence in whether or not they'll be able to do it is very, very low. Time will tell. Also, there's so many nodes here. Like, how many are on just this one? To get from one to the other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 points to traverse this. Just to go across. How many fucking levels are there gonna be in this game?
It's Paragon levels. It's infinite. It's not levels. It's
so
levels.
If it's infinite, that means you can get all the stats from all of these tiles from everything. In which case,
if you're playing long enough, you know that Paragon levels get insane really fast, really quick.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. I don't know. I feel like it's a great concept, but I feel like it's also going to be their games as a service excuse to just drag out content.
Yeah.
And make it just feel awfully slow. I'm sorry, I wish I could just look at this game and be like, hell yeah! I've been waiting for years for this game, I can't wait for it. With all of the shit that has been coming to light from Blizzard, with the fact that there is no more devs that worked on for the original Diablo games, not even the fact that this is open world MMO-ish kind of stuff, that's fine. Paragon system is a good idea, but there needs to be limits. Exactly. It can't be infinite, and it can't be like an idle game where the freaking curve is logarithmic for more and more levels. Honestly, I'd be down with a more MMO style version of Diablo. I was down for Lost Ark, but Lost Ark is like too MMO. Like, there's the areas are too MMO feeling. There's not enough character in each one. There's no world building in the environment itself. And so I kind of got bored of it, along with their whole systems upon systems upon systems upon systems that are like, what am I even doing? Immortal is an MMO. And people are enjoying it.
And it's a mobile game. And that's not an excuse, that's a fact.
Yeah. I mean, mobile, like, honestly, it looks good. Especially for a mobile game.
The worst part all about Immortal is that many people use the fact that it's a mobile game as an excuse for their fucked up payment system.
Oh yeah, I know. Like, it's not an excuse for their payment system. It shouldn't be an excuse for their payment system. Why?
Blizzard should have known better.
Yep. No, they no. No. I disagree. Blizzard knows exactly who their clientele is. And they know exactly how much Blizzard fans will put up with their bullshit will pay for a monthly subscription of World of Warcraft and then have store mounts and store skins and all of these other things while paying $15 a month, while buying expansions, while having WoW tokens, while having all of that. And they're like, okay, you know what? We're going to start off immediately with it. Not even slowly drip feed it. You guys have sucked so hard on our teat that you're going to keep enjoying it. And anybody who is new to this won't know a difference. And it's a success. They did it. For players like us, we're not touching it. But that doesn't matter. One whale pays for 10,000 people like us. They caught them. I would not. No, it's not I would not. It's like, I am not going to be surprised when they show off their cash shop for Diablo 4. And be like, hey guys, this is a games as a service. We're going to progressively add stuff to it, so we need to cash shop this shit in.
Quinn just brought 10,000 euros.
They just need to immortal the shit. Yep. I'm not going to be surprised if they do that. And they have built this in a way with their whole Paragon system and all these other systems. And hey, look, just pop down a new dungeon. There we go. Add in some new items. There you go. That is going to be just like that. Anyways,